Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I've created this look right here. I posted a photo on my Instagram a while ago and a few people requested that I do a tutorial on this look. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. Now I'm going to set my eyelids and prepare them for eyeshadow using my Inglot. This is my eye makeup base in number 1. So you gotta like really dig in. I'm just gonna set that with my Maybelline loose powder in light number 1. It's just this one. It's just to set it so that it doesn't crease, and that way our eyeshadow applies nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Nutrimetics color corrector, and this is in the light green, to correct any areas that need correcting, like this big pimple here. Okay, we're going to start with my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia Self-Made palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade, first of all, Hot and Cold, this one here. And I'm going to use so this is the brush that comes with it. I'm going to use the small brush on this side to apply that eyeshadow. I'm just going to apply it to the whole lid. And then we're going to blend it out. I'm going to grab my Morphe, this is MB23, I think it's the black edition. Just going to blend out the edges. Now we're going to go in with this small, it's a fluffy blending brush from Inglot, but it doesn't have a number, so it's just this one here. Don't like Inglot brushes, they don't number them. And we're going to go in with Hot Chocolate from the same palette, which is this one here. And I'm going to pack that onto the lid around here and sort of like blend it in a bit. Sort of like blend it out towards the edges. We're gonna blend it with another brush, so that's okay. We're gonna take this cheap brush I got from eBay. It's just a fluffy blending brush. It's similar to the Morphe that I'm using at the moment, but it's no way as good as this one. So we're just gonna take that and blend this out. Okay, we're going to take that same brush that we used before, the Inglot fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to apply a bit more from that Hot Chocolate shade and just closer to the lash line and blend it out. And we're going to use that same brush from eBay and we're going to blend it out like that. Now I'm going to grab the same Anastasia brush that we used before. Okay, so I'm going to grab Hot and Cold again from the same palette on this side of the brush, and I'm going to apply some to the inner corner and also drag it into the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to use the other side of the brush and I'm just going to blend it in. Then again, wipe that same brush. And we're going to take Pink Champagne from the same palette. And Pink Champagne is like my favorite shade from this palette. It's amazing. And we're just going to apply it there. and in there. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to use my trusty Motives. This is a gel liner in Little Black Dress. I'm going to use that on my Inglot liner brush. It's just a small brush like this. And I'm just going to create a nice wing. I'm going to use the same eyeliner that I used to create my wing, and I'm going to apply that in my waterline. Alright, for lashes I'm going to be using Model Rock lashes, and these are in the style Smoky Velvet. I'll show you a close up. This is what they look like. This is Andrea Strip Lash, and this is in the black colour. Okay, now moving on to face. So again, I'm going to use the same Pro Concealer in Porcelain. I'm going to apply it to my hands, the back of my hand, sorry. Just a generous amount like that. And using the same concealer brush that I used to carve out my brows, I'm going to apply the concealer to the spots that we color corrected. Okay, so I've damped my sponge. It's a Chi Chi sponge. And I'm just going to dab in the product into my skin to make foundation application easier. And before we move on, while that sets, I'm just going to take my Morphe eyeshadow brush, the MB23 again, and just blend out the edges of the eyeshadow. So we don't forget I've done this before. Nice and blended it all in. And then I'm going to use very, very lightly on my Inglot. I'm going to use the shade Treasure from the same palette, lightly, like very, very lightly. And I'm just going to apply that to my brow bone like that, to give it a nice, like, you know, pop. Now I'm going in with two foundations. I'm going to use, they're both Makeup Forever. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation in the shade 118 and the Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the shade 120. So what I like to do first is apply some of that liquid foundation to my hand, to the back of my hand. And with a foundation brush, I'm using the Inglot foundation brush. Just spread that all over my face, like so. So I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks like that, and my nose, and the center of my forehead, and my chin. And now I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm going to use the other side of it, and I'm just going to blend that in to my skin like so. And this way it blends all the foundation together. For contour, I'm going to use my LA Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. and apply that to the hollows of my cheeks. And my forehead, because I do have a big forehead. Just like that. And my nose. And just under my lip to create the illusion of fuller lips. I'm going to use this side of my sponge. I'm just going to blend that all into my skin like so. And then we're going to take the concealer in Toast and just go down the nose like so, and also under where we contoured our cheeks. Now using the most clean side of the sponge, which is this side here, I'm just going to blend that in. I forgot to blend that in. Now I'm going to use my Chi Chi sponge again and my Maybelline loose powder to bake under my eyes. Now, while that sets for a bit, I'm going to go back to our eyes. I'm just going to finish the lower lash. I'm going to grab some of that powder again on my eyeshadow brush from Inglot. So I'm going to grab the Maybelline loose powder and apply it directly under my eye. Like so. I'm going to grab now the little fluffy blending brush from, so I've got powder all over my hands. I'm going to grab the little fluffy blending brush by Inglot. I'm going to grab that same shade that we started off in the Anastasia palette, Hot and Cold. Then I'm going to grab my Morphe G28 definer brush. And I'm going to grab the same hot chocolate shade that we used earlier. And I'm going to go in as close as possible to the lashes to create that smoky sort of effect. Now grabbing Spirit Rock from the same eyeshadow palette, which is right next to Hot Chocolate, as close as possible to the lashes. This is just going to blend the lash line with the eyeliner. Again, so I'm going to use the Anastasia brush that's in the palette, and I'm going to take Treasure, which is this one here, and apply that to my inner corners. Need a mirror. So. Okay, now that's complete. I'm going to use my powder brush to remove all the baking powder. That sounds funny, doesn't it? At the same time, just, you know, blending it all over your face to set the rest of your face. For mascara, I'm going to be applying it only to my bottom lashes. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Oh yeah, I'm using Precious Posy for blush by Clinique. And for my blush, I'm just using Inglot blush brush, which is an angled brush like, so it doesn't have a number again. For my contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour palette, and this is the original kit, so it's not light to medium or anything, it's just the original one. And this is also an Inglot brush. It came in the set. It's more of like a bronzer brush, but I use it to contour because it's got like the angle sort of thing on it. And I'm going to use my NARS Eater brush to contour my nose lightly using Fawn from that palette. Now for lips, the exciting part. I'm using Huda Beauty's lip contour in the shade Famous. I love her lip contours. They are incredible. Just amazing. The texture's so nice. They last all day. Unless you take it off, it won't come off. And you need a good makeup remover to take it off too. Okay, and for highlighter, I haven't forgotten, I'm using Elizabeth Arden, and this is the shade Nude Shimmer. It looks like so. And I'm going to use the end of my blush brush, so the more pointier side, to apply that highlighter. It's a really nice highlighter, so it's not like, you know, bam, in your face sort of thing. I just like this one because it's more like, it's got a natural glow to it, so you don't look like you're actually wearing a highlighter, if you get what I mean. And apply it like so. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!